This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning. In the morning.
Shake it, body.
Wake your fuck ass up. That crust out your eyes.
But we can't be afraid to lose. There's no room for fear in this game.
Woo! Sway in the morning, shade 4-5, 8 minutes past the top of the hour. That is from Varsity Blues, starring the one and only James Van Der Beek. Citizens, he is here. I'm going to tell you what's so crazy about that clip, James. Now, we were gearing up for you. We were ready. We were preparing. We pulled out all our information. We tried to grab some clips. And DJ Lindsay, who just left the Sway in the Morning set, she had a dope instrumental playing in the background, and your words were going over a hot hip-hop beat.
Really?
Man, I was ready to kick a freestyle, James, over those words. Fuck that.
I love
Fuck that. Ain't no fee in the game. I was like, yeah, James, you had me amped. So anytime you think about spitting or rapping, you got the verse right there to kick it off with, all right? I just want to say that.
I love it.
Welcome so much to the show.
Thank you. This is fun.
Yeah, it's a good place to be here.
Yeah.
And I mentioned earlier, Sway's not here today, but we were excited. I'm just going to get it out the way first. I had to read up on you. I didn't know you had sisters and brothers. I didn't know you were from Connecticut. I didn't know you asked your mom to take you to Vegas to find you an agent. I didn't know any of that.
New York, not Vegas. That Wikipedia, I don't know.
They messed you up?
I don't know who said I went to Vegas.
Because I was going to ask you about that.
I didn't want to train tigers or anything. I was like, I want to act.
Only thing I knew about you was that you were fine as hell, and then I decided today that you smell so good. I was like, my goodness, how do you walk down the street without girls just like ripping your clothes off? Let us know right here, Sway in the Morning. Let us know, James.
I walk very quickly, and I have very bad breath. That's how I fend them off.
Breath is a way to fan off crazy females, really?
I'm kidding.
He don't want to tell us. Well, you here to promote your new show today, Friends with Better Lives, and I was reading a little bit about that, and I hope I'm correct with it. This show is following the series of 6 friends, and they all kind of feel like they're doing better than each other. You starting out so young and having success so early, going back to Dawson's Creek and everything else. How did your friends sort of perceive you?
It was crazy. It was kind of a crazy ride for them as it was for me. I mean, my response to all of that crazy success that I stepped into in the very beginning was just to laugh at it and make fun of it among my friends.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, I went from being recognized for the first time ever to then 2 weeks later not being able to go to a mall, like just being chased out of places. And so, you just laugh at it, really.
So in your mind, like home dreaming about becoming an actor, the fame thing, did you practice? Like I used to try to practice my signature. Yeah. Like, my autograph. I practiced my audition face. I would my eyebrows, I could shift both of them at the same time. Like I was ready for the fame, James. Like you wasn't ready for the girls and all that.
I was ready to work. I loved what I was doing. I mean, I practiced my autograph like anybody.
Yeah.
But I mean, I thought I would be famous. Like I thought I was going to do New York theater. That's as famous as I thought I was going to be.
Why so?
That's what I started doing when I was a teenager, and I started out doing theater here in New York, and I thought, wow, one day I want to be like in a Broadway show, in a play, like have maybe a life-size picture of me on the side of the theater, with my name underneath it. Yeah, that would have been the coolest to me. I just thought, oh wow, and anybody from my hometown who walked by the theater was like, wow, he made it. And then I got this job on this network that I didn't even get at my college. We shot in this tiny town down south. And then next thing I knew, my face was blown up like 8 million times the size with my name above it.
Wow.
And it was more than I'd really, expected or even had hoped for at that time. And I was incredibly fortunate, but it was a lot. It was just tricky.
All right, you spoke of fortunes. I want to ask you what you did with your first big check. I'll share my story if you share yours. That's up next. And if you want to talk to them, citizens, 888-742-3345. It's Sway in the Morning. Yep, Sway in the Morning, Shade 45. 15 minutes past the top of the hour. We are here with actor James Van Der Beek. And that was a clip from his new show. Comes out March 31st on CBS, titled Friends with Better Lives. And just before we started playing music, I asked you, James, what did you do with your first big check, if you don't mind sharing? Now, I'm going to tell you the truth what I did. My first big check, my advance from my first record deal, it was a lot of money. I took care of my grandmother, gave her some money, took care of a couple of the homies, bought a lot of fly sneakers and Timberlands, and then I got an apartment. I got a place because I was like, you know what? If all else fails, I'm always have some place to call home.
Exactly.
So that was my first big thing. I shouldn't have held off. I should have held off on some of those Timbs and some of those Jordans. However, I had to splurge with the Air Maxes and all that kind of stuff. Do share.
My first money I ever made was doing theater, so it wasn't that big. I bought two things. I bought a pager. That's how long ago it was.
A beeper?
I bought a beeper, man. not even the kind with like the reading display. I'm talking the one that just with a number on the top.
I remember that one.
Yep.
I remember that beeper.
I bought one of those, and I bought the crappiest car you've ever seen in your life. I bought a 1980 something Hyundai Excel for $500.
He's a saver.
Yeah, from the used car line?
Well, this is money I made doing theater. This was not record deal advance.
That's not
money.
record deal money.
Yeah.
But you had a car. You had a car and a beeper. In the hood, you would have been a drug dealer. I'm just saying, James. That's all I want to know. We're going to take some calls. 888-742-3345. Mike in North Carolina, you want to say something derogatory to me, too? You might as well go ahead. I'm on a roll today, boo-boo.
Hey, yo. Let's give Miss Heather B a round of applause for what she's doing today, man.
Yes.
Number one,
Oh,
man.
wow. Thank you, Mike.
Okay. Look, my question is, for the agent, I'm in North Carolina.
Yeah.
And Wilmington, they do a lot of filming down here.
Yep.
Would you advise me to get an agent down here or up north?
I mean, if you're living down there, get one down there because the stuff does come through. But I mean, if you want to do theater, you want to kind of do something. There are a lot more opportunities in New York for sure, and Atlanta too. There's a lot of stuff in Atlanta going on as well. They shoot a lot of stuff there.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you, man. We love you, Heather B. Keep working, ma.
Oh, thank you so much, Mike. You're a citizen of Sway in the Morning. Tracy, you wanted to say something?
I was telling this man right here, when he walked in, I was like, yo, it's officially Throwback Thursday because when Dawson's Creek came out, I was the biggest fanatic.
Aww.
When I turned 13 years old, I had a cookie cake that said #1 Katie Holmes fan. I used to sit in front of the television with my dictionary because you guys taught me how to extend my vernacular to like the 10th power.
Oh, that's amazing.
So my question is,
Yes.
I remember seeing reports that there could possibly be a reunion on the big screen, a Dawson Creek film. Is there any truth?
I don't think so. Kevin Williamson said he can't think of a way to do it that would be creatively, satisfying and not suck. So I think and unless he's behind the whole thing, I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, damn. Would you do it though if that was on the table?
I mean, I can't think of a way that would do it that wouldn't be kind of cheesy.
Yeah.
And Michelle Williams' character is dead, so.
Oh, shoot.
Exactly.
I forgot. Damn, that's like childhood trauma coming up all over again.
Which, by the way, is why Michelle, if she's asked, always says, "I'll do it in a heartbeat."
Ah, look at that
'cause she
sarcasm.
knows
Do you still speak to any of your castmates?
Yeah, every once in a while I haven't talked to him in a little while, but it's fun to run into him.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
It's still love.
Yeah.
Cool.
Definitely.
All right, well,
Definitely.
citizens, March 31st, Friends with Better Lives. This is the new show, CBS, starring our good friend James Vanderbeek. Now, I asked him if it was a song that he wanted to hear. He said, to our surprise, he wanted to hear Talib Kweli joint. I was like, why? He was like, yo, I went to high school with him. So props to James, representing for hip-hop. Here's a Talib Kweli joint, and make sure you support his new show, Friends with Better Lives. Thank you so much, James.
Thank you so much, guys.
It's Sway in the Morning, only
On Shade 45.